All right, for this problem 61, what you need to do in order to divide these two fractions is to factor each one completely, to invert and multiply, then reduce the resulting fraction. Okay, so if I look at my numerator of my first fraction, it is the difference of cubes. That does have a factor form. If you look at the bases being cubed, x and y, it's the difference of those, so we're going to take those two bases. That's our first binomial factor. Our second factor is going to be the first base, x squared. Our last factor is going to be the second base squared, so plus y squared. And then the middle term is going to be the opposite of the product of these bases. So x times a negative y, change the sign, becomes a plus xy. Okay, so there's the factors of my numerator. The denominator is sum of squares. It's completely irreducible, so that stays as it is. And then in my second fraction, I'm going to go ahead and invert and multiply this. So the x plus y that started in the denominator gets moved up. And then in the numerator, this set of set of terms, x squared minus y squared, gets moved to the denominator, and it becomes factors into the sum and difference of those terms. And so now we can look to cancel any common factors, and the result gives us our simplified fraction. And we do need to identify domain restrictions. Remember, when we identify the domain restrictions, because we inverted and multiplied, we do have to consider all factors up here as well. Okay, so there's no issues with zeros here. We do see that x cannot be a negative y here, a positive y here, and a negative y up here, which we've already identified. So this would be the form of our answer.